Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. So, today I want to talk about how important it is to rest your psyche. Trust me when I say this, resting your psyche is very important, especially if you're getting to the point of manifesting it around your body. It takes a lot of energy to actually manifest your psyche properly and to even convey it to others. Like, that's just a whole other level of power of the mind and of your heart, which is required to actually convey your states and your emotions, let's say. So it may be true that there's a more passive form of psyche, which is your natural aura, and a more active form, which is caused by active thought and emotions. We can train and evolve both of these, but we have to be careful not to stress them too much, just like you don't want to lift weights that are too heavy. I'm pretty sure that you train your passive psyche by working your active psyche, just like you improve your strength by training your muscles regularly. It's kind of a metaphor which can be used, I'd say. But it takes extreme amounts of energy to actually manifest your psyche around your body. And I only recently got to this point, and it made me realize how much I need to rest my psyche. Now, it's kind of fake. Like, I kind of was um, trying to already manifest around my body, of course, because I want the world around me to turn into something that I really like and enjoy. So I already was trying to manifest my psyche. But only recently I really got to a next level of this where I actually felt like shapes and forms and identities or of some sort of other entities or other people. I felt like these forms and shapes actually manifested around my body, like became clear to me. So they actually became actively clear to me, which is like the next level of spiritual development, I'd say, where you can actively sense these shapes and forms which your body comes up with and you come up with. Yeah, where you actually can try to craft and manipulate the world around you with these psychic bodies which manifest around you, I mean. So, uh, it may make sense to keep pushing yourself for more results when you're feeling good, but you have to keep a close eye to your energy management. Yeah, I did this already, kind of. I tried to relax whenever I felt like I was on the end of spending my energy, but it's kind of weird with the psyche. Like, you, at the one hand, you'd say that there's not too much to be worried about if you're just sitting and you're just using your energy to manifest some psyche. It may sound like not such a big deal, and there are many people who believe that it is not such a big deal, but it really is. It really takes a lot of energy to do so if you're doing it properly. Well, I guess you can be more efficient and then you're actually doing it properly. But if you're turning into the point, if you're actually getting to the point of manifesting your psyche around you, and you're just doing it for the first time or for a short period of time, then you definitely have to get your rest in to actually mitigate the energy drainage which you get from activating your psyche. So at first, it may seem like a good idea to go all out in this, and I do expect you to kind of practice a lot with your psyche because it's a really important uh, medium to conveying your spiritual state. You actually want to have a tangible feeling of interacting with the world around you. If it's I'd say if it's self-reliant, you want to actually use your psyche a lot and your manifested psyche around your body to translate into forms around you, like animals, birds, for example. I looked a lot at birds the last couple of days, and I tried to kind of control the packs as they fly, like, or I try to get in sync with them. Let's say that's a kind of a fake point where you get in sync with other people or other animals or other entities, and you try to control them, but in a good way. Like you actually try to give them the freedom still to move on their own accord, but you try to sync up with them, and you try to kind of help them with their movements, etc. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, you want to have a close eye to your energy management because it's not very clear when you're overstressing your body, and then maybe the next day you're feeling like very bad, and you're waking up really tired, and you may have even some heart issues like I had. So you don't want to overdo it. You want to rather underdo it a little bit and keep some leeway for yourself to feel good, because if you're overstressing your abilities, then you're only gonna get frustrated, and you're gonna get like mental issues and other issues, bodily issues. So I was here before you guys. I was here to try it out before you guys, hopefully. And I'm here to say, let's warn you guys, and let's actually get you guys some heads up about this, because if you're over practicing this spiritual stuff, you actually will get the detrimental effects of it too. So you may have some negative effects, but I don't suggest you to overdo it like I did. So give yourself an evening off every now and then. If you want to practice it a lot, that's still fine, but you want to have some sort of an eye on your energy output for sure. Yeah, I even activated it during my sleep to the point of where I had great headaches and such. I basically powered through the headaches, and I just was activating my psyche a lot, thinking about other people, about other identities, about uh yeah, like my spiritual work. I was thinking about it a lot, and it actually got to the point of some bodily issues. So at this point, I say it's very important to rest your psyche. Now, I gotta admit, I'm very dedicated to this stuff, and actually was kind of addicted to manifesting my psyche actively. But at some point, you have to just trust the world around you and let go of your need to actively work your spiritual muscles, only to be more efficient in the long run. By respecting your body and let your psyche recover, let your bodily functions recover, because it's kind of a heavy impact on your body. If you're actually manifesting the psyche like I did, um, I had a really good day. Like a couple of days ago, I had a really good day where I really manifested my psyche very accurately and very in sync with who I was, and it made such a great experience. So that's when I powered through a lot, and I actually wanted to practice it a lot more. It gave me that zest which you have when you initially have your first breakthrough, for example. It gave me that same zest for life and for practicing spirituality, but it also made me realize that I overdid it quite early on, and luckily it didn't turn out to be any too serious of issues. But I definitely need to give myself some rest, and so I like to warn you guys about this too. So it may not be the actual content you're looking for, but it's the kind of content you kind of have to respect, I'd say. And it also helps to relate to others who don't practice spirituality, because when you're spiritually inclined, you can be totally satisfied by what you can manifest around you in any case, in any situation, while normal people are very dependent on each other and the kind of environment they're in. So with spirituality, you kind of rely on your inner world a lot, and on your fantasy a lot, and your imagination, I mean. And um, you may become kind of secluded from the world, like I am right now. I'm not very connected to the world. Like I'm kind of secluded right now, and I want to change that a little bit again. So there are some methods to this through spirituality, which I described before, but let's also try to get a little bit more humane with it and kind of rely on our passive aura, which we've also trained during our active psyche times. Our passive aura will also have picked up on this information which we already conveyed, like all the spiritual work you've done in the past will kind of be saved in this passive aura, which people can also sense from you. So it may be overpowering if you're using your active aura a lot for other people to really understand you. So it may be better to kind of let this passive aura take care of it and kind of allow you to relate to people who don't practice spirituality a lot. So in short, it helps sometimes to rely on your passive psyche or aura to run the world for you. I may expand on this in a later video only because I only recently really figured this out. Also, it may be more in the form of how to utilize your passive aura over your active aura. I'm not sure yet. So that's kind of what I came up with for this video. I hope you guys have some use for this. I'm not sure if you guys like it because I really promoted the active use of your spiritual abilities. So it may be kind of a downer to hear that there's some more negative effects to it. But this was kind of bound to happen. I was kind of oblivious to it because I say I was kind of addicted to practicing my active psyche a lot. Especially lately when I figured out like I can actually manifest these forms, these very clear and representative forms around me. So that's when I overdid it, and that's when I got some issues with my heart. I actually felt like my heart was really empty when I woke up, and I felt like I had no energy at all. So that's how much you can get depleted from practicing your psyche a lot. So yeah, that's the warning I want to give you guys. But yeah, you'll have enough time and enough energy to practice during the day, I'd say, and then during the evening, let's say, you probably want to take it down a notch. Or if you're just physically working during the day and you're not practicing your spirituality to the to the heights that you wanna experience it, you can give it some practice during the evening, of course, but you kind of want to find a nice balance which works for you. Maybe some people will be able to do it 24/7, who knows, but I'd say you will be the odd one out if you can. But yeah, I respect you guys. I want to hear your experiences from this. If you're interested in telling me, I'm always open to hear from you. So leave a comment down below if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.